You have led us to a new age, Guardian. An age of triumph and remembrance. Today and tomorrow and every day, you fight for us. You fight for the traveler. You fight for those who fled here from 1,000 nations looking for refuge. We thank you, Guardian, and we will never forget.
What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is Zach Novak and this is Zach Novak Plays Games. Something pretty freaking awesome. Bungie did a live stream last night, the day before. It had a lot of information. Roll the intros, let's go over it, and I hope you do enjoy. Alrighty, so starting things out, we actually have a brand new quest that starts things out with a weekly story playlist. It is coming from the speaker, it's pretty freaking cool. Let's actually go down the information that we do know about it. So, once you actually acquire this mission, when you come back to orbit, you can have a look. We actually have some new things in the actual orbital playlist in itself. We actually have weekly featured raids. Now you can have a look at the information right here. We've got raid set gear, unknown rewards, and Age of Triumph ornament, which that is pretty freaking cool. We also have Challenge of the Elders, which I'm really happy. We've got legendary engrams and 10 legendary marks. We also have Siva Crisis heroic playlists. You get Treasure of the Ages and weekly legendary mark bonuses as normal. You also have the weekly story playlist. This is where you can get treasures of the ages and the legendary marks and complete the actual bounty in itself, as well as the good old zone control where you can get another treasure of the ages. Quickly though, have a look at this. Flame head guardians. Holy shit, we have blue flaming heads. Like, it is back to year one. This is honestly some seriously hype shit. There is like just crazy things. Wait, what? Okay, let's rewind that. Those titans are wearing Twilight Garrison. They're all different color. Holy shit, Twilight Garrison does actually happen to now feature color with your actual shader. So that in itself is pretty freaking hype. I honestly am really happy about that because the Twilight Garrison always just looks like a life jacket that you'd wear if you're drowning in the ocean, and yeah, stuff like that. Let's jump over though. As you guys can see right here, we actually have a Nightfall Strike, to be exact. Now the Nightfall Strike having the mayhem style of things that Deej was talking about. It definitely is mayhem. As you can see, the supers charge twice as fast, same with grenades and melee. Your actual orbs that you generate are abundant. Well, let's just say that there is a hell of a lot of them if you are actually doing it in tandem with certain people. Say you throw down a tether, someone uses their actual Palpatine fingers, someone else uses, let's say, a bubble, and they're also getting orbs when they're being shot from the bubble. It can actually go in all different categories, all different styles, all different ways, but somehow it's always going to be seriously freaking fun. Now, something to do actually note is these aren't actually going to be available every single week. There will actually be one starting off, and then there will be a period of 6 weeks where we will have them. However, it's going to be on and off for the actual strikes of themselves for what we'll actually get. So in my actual case, I honestly have to say, this is hype. Holy shit. Let me know if you guys are seriously excited about this, because I'm just like, I'm over the moon. This is crazy. You'd be able to get orbs just abundantly. Seriously, there'll be so many actual things where people will glitch stuff out. And honestly, I do want to say that I was fairly close with my skepticism of what I thought was going to be, you know, the mayhem style of strikes, the daybreak strikes that you will. Those right there, pretty freaking cool. But there honestly is a lot more information coming from Bungie. We haven't actually heard the last of them. There is another live stream next week, and that is going to be pretty awesome because they go into almost every other little bit of detail that we don't know about. But at the moment, we know quite a bit. Now, there is a lot of information that was dropped. A lot of things are coming back. A lot of things that were, let's just say, not that useful are now becoming very useful. Some things that actually were very useful are becoming even more useful, and some things that were pretty are just becoming even prettier. So let's quickly go over some of the information that we have for certain things, but before we do that, I do want to say this strike right here, I was watching this live and I honestly do have to say there was a few things that I just wasn't feeling right about. Well, let's just say the actual gaming skill was subpar. I don't say that, I mean, I don't want to really say that they're shit or anything, because they're not shit. This Titan is actually doing some pretty good work. But yeah, before I actually butcher myself too much for the R&D gods, I will actually stop talking and show you guys this. The Eververse Kiosk. Now if you come over the Eververse Kiosk, you can actually see she has some new things. She's got Treasure of the Ages. Now on the left hand side you have items that have been dropped from the live team since Destiny has actually been live in itself. There is a bunch of different things you can actually get, like a hell of a lot of different things. I will honestly say that if you are missing anything from any of the actual live events, you will be able to get it back. This is hype. There is seriously a lot of stuff. So checking these things out, we have emblems of the ages, we've got dances, we've got legendary emotes of the ages, we've got ghosts if you didn't get your ghosts from Halloween. It's crazy. We also have certain things like masks, which this is what I'm really hyped about. I want to get that actual flaming wolf mask. Please give it to me. We've got other bunches of things. We also have miscellaneous stuff, which is from certain other live events, which is still pretty cool. Some of the things aren't actually guaranteed, but the ornaments in themselves are pretty freaking cool. Now, to acquire these ornaments, you have to actually go to something that is different. The actual kiosk for silver. As you will see, there is 5 actual collection slots. There is a lot of stuff. Like, holy shit. We got Sterling engrams, we got Icy engrams, we got Thread engrams, we got Arena engrams, we got Warpath engrams, we got Exodus engrams. We've got Dusty Iron engrams, we've got Unity engrams. A bunch of engrams and a serious bunch of ornaments. Pretty much any ornament that you can think of that is available, you can actually purchase, which is pretty freaking cool. We've got the second page, we've got third page, we've got masks, we've got all this good stuff. Fourth page, we've got ghosts. Fifth page, we've got some more emotes. There is a bunch of stuff, and a lot of people are going to be very happy to actually access that, I myself included. I'm definitely going to see if I can actually get that flaming wolf mask some way, even if I have to kind of go around the corner and suck someone's dick. But anyway, we got Shax right here. What is Shax giving us? He actually now has 2 bounties, which is pretty freaking cool. But checking things out as well that we also have available, we have new armor that is actually dropping. Holy Jesus, this armor right here, the Triumph armor gear, it looks pretty freaking cool, I do have to say. We also have some brand new ornaments coming. Some of them being freaking cool for Necrochasm, one for Vex Mythoclast, which is pretty cool. Touch of Malice has one. The Dragon's Breath has another one called Tiger Shark. We've got Lord of Wolves, and we've also got the Saurus Regime, which is pretty cool. And Order of Theory is one of the ships. A couple of shaders, the Blast of War, and Barrage looks alright, and Brushfire looks cool. Needle and Thread is a pretty cool ship in itself too. But before we actually go any further, check out this actual, trailer that looks really freaking cool.
From the day your ghost woke you, your light has been our beacon. You defended this city from the worst the darkness sent against us. Atheon, Crota, Oryx, Axis. When you are called on, you will do it again. The city's children tell your story to each other. Pretending to be guardians, they grow braver and more powerful with each retelling. They are no longer afraid. You have shown them, and you have shown me, what it is to hope. You have led us to a new age, Guardian. An age of triumph and remembrance. Today and tomorrow and every day, you fight for us. You fight for the traveler. You fight for those who fled here from 1,000 nations looking for refuge. We thank you, Guardian, and we will never forget.
Alright, so that is all the information that we actually have. Sorry if this video was slightly long, I do have to apologize. But yeah, I was getting into it. There is a lot of actual information available, a lot of things coming to Destiny with the Age of Triumph, the 13-page record book. Holy Jesus. Going through the strikes in themselves, you will actually be able to, get certain things done in the record book quicker, and doing the Nightfall strikes obviously will get you a few things done in the record book. A bunch of things you'll have to do. I'm looking forward to it. It is seriously freaking awesome. And something that is actually changing with the Age of Triumph weekly rituals when it was revealed in itself. This is actually coming from someone that works at Bungie. They do state, the number of active Crucible playlists is being reduced from 12 to 6. Classic playlists are being removed, and players who do not own Rise of Iron will only be able to play in the weekly featured playlist. Core players will rotate each week to ensure major modes are given adequate uptime. For example, the 6v6 modes available one week may be Control and Supremacy, while those will rotate to Clash and Rift the next week. Both Shax's weekly bounties will actually align with what is being offered in each week. You can expect more details from the playlist changes and updates to the Crucible and Trials bounties in the patch notes. But that is all we have for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, click that like button. It seriously helps me out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys actually think about this actual video. All the good stuff. Let me know what you think about the Age of Triumph, all this new details we've heard. What do you actually look forward to most? I myself do have to say, most likely it is either the new ornaments or the ability to actually wear a Twilight Garrison that now actually goes with my shader. Holy shit, that is going to be hype. But once again, if you guys have enjoyed this video, click that like button down below, do all that good stuff, and I'll be cheering like Kieran if he was Ed Sheeran. But until next time, this is Zach Novak, signing off. Peace out. Also, quick side note to the editor, who actually just happens to be a female, if anyone of you guys are still watching this video. You actually rock with what you are doing. Seriously, thank you. I know you get very upset because I actually ask you to edit videos very late at night, but you are awesome. So yeah, have a good one. But until next time, this is Zach Novak, signing off. Peace out.